My first serious ex-boyfriend, I actually thought it was possible that he was bisexual.
New on Socialist.com, everyone you date has a past. And on today's DocuClick episode, we're talking about a subject that some might consider a deal breaker.
How'd you bring that up? Did you actually ask your ex?
I did ask him.
What was his reaction?
Before we get to Kaya's answer, I also talked to a bisexual man whose identity will remain anonymous. He revealed how he came out to his mom and the woman he
It was like my mom was like some Inspector Gadget crap. Like it wasn't like I was like, oh mom, I wouldn't have to sit down and talk to you. Like I was in Seattle, and a cat that I met online came to pick me up, and we actually had been kicking it the whole summer, but you know, discreetly, very discreetly. Like, and it was not very often. It was very like once a month over the summer. But we were talking on the phone, and I was heading back to college, and I was going to the airport. My mom was going to take me to the airport. I said, you know, she went to work and said she was going to come back, and I said, you know, Mom, no worries. We had a really good dinner last night. I saw you this morning. I have a friend that's going to drop me off to the airport, and then I'll just call you when I get there, and I'll call you when I get to college, or back to the state where my college was. And my mom said, okay, fine, that's cool. And so I told my friend picked me up and dropped me off at the airport, and literally, as soon as I drove up to the sky cab and opened the door, there was my mom pulling up in the car right behind where I was. She hopped out really quickly and walked over to the car and said, hi, I'm so-and-so's mother, how are you, to the guy that had dropped me off.
So, what did you do?
I think my mom is a bad bitch.
So back to Kaya. What did her boyfriend say when she asked him if he was bisexual? And more importantly, how did she respond? Let's find out.
Because I know guys are very machismo, and they just be like what? Like, you know, like what was his reaction? You said, hey, you know.
I was scared to ask him, you know, but he seemed very secure in his masculinity, and that's why I felt comfortable to ask him, but at the same time, that's kind of why I questioned him in the first place.
Right.
He was the type that felt comfortable to say if another man was sexy. Okay. And he could use that word, this guy is sexy.
Okay.
So, you know, and he was very, you know, like obsessed with his body. And I don't know if you've heard the stereotype, you know, of gay people working out a lot. So, and, you know, he also really appreciated other men's bodies when they were, you know, chiseled. So I started getting curious, and one day I was just like, are you sure you're not bisexual? You know, he didn't get super offended by it.
Okay.
He said no. He said, yeah, I thought about if it was possible, and, you know, I decided no. Which at one point it made me really happy, because I was like, okay, at least you've thought about it, you know, because some men just totally put it out their mind, and years later they'll find out, oh God, you know, I was suppressing this, you know, being gay. At least you thought about it and considered it and decided no. It shows that you're very self-aware and that you're very open-minded, so I appreciated that answer.
Stay tuned for part 2. I asked Kaya and Anselm, could you date someone who's bisexual? And our anonymous male, well, he reveals how he explained his sexuality to the love of his life, a woman.
She told me that she loved me and wanted to be with me, and I thought, you can't really love me if you don't know everything about me.